Hi, this is the Start 3D Modeling channel, and in this video I will show you an interesting plasticity function that can be useful when designing elements with irregular shapes. I am user of parametric 3D CAD systems, and when I started working with plasticity, at first, for the first few projects, I couldn't find my way around this program, but later with each subsequent project, I started discovering the advantages of plasticity, and at this point, next to FreeCAD, it is the second program I use most often. Sometimes I also use these programs together in one project, that is, I start creating a project in FreeCAD, then I finish that project in Plasticity, because here in the case of Plasticity, certain things works much better than in FreeCAD. But today is not about that. Today I want to show you one interesting plasticity function that can be useful when designing elements with irregular shapes. And okay, we will do this on a simple example like this. Here, as you can see, we have a solid like this, and on this example I will show you exactly how to use this function. I will start a new project, okay, and here I will start by creating a rectangle from the origin point of the coordinate system, and I will draw a rectangle with dimensions 150 by 150. Now I will switch to the top view, choose drawing a circle, and I will draw a circle with a diameter of 10. And now, based on this circle, I create a rectangular array. I choose the rectangular array command, and here I have a defined number of elements in the first direction and in the second direction. We can do this exactly at this stage, and we do it more or less in this way. Okay, I will place the position of this circle and I click OK to confirm it. And when it comes to something like this, we can do something like this without any problem in most parametric 3D CAD systems, and we can create such a solid without any problem. Okay, we have the solid created. I turn off the visibility of flat geometries, and we have something like this. And something like this can be done without any problem in FreeCAD. And now I will show you this function, which for me is quite interesting, and it is a function that allows you to modify the faces of a solid. Here we can create such control points, and then using these control points we can modify the shape of the face of the solid. And I will show you in a moment what I mean, but first I will copy this solid. I select this solid in the outliner, press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and I have a copy of this solid created, and I will move the second copy of this solid a little to the side so that I have two such solids. And at the beginning I will show you this on the first solid. I switch to selecting faces. I select this face and press the F key, and here we have a command called Rise Degree. We can activate this command with the keyboard shortcut Shift plus S. I choose this command, and here such control points have been created. And I will create a few more of these control points. The face is selected, I press Shift plus S again and again, and I can press Shift plus S one more time. And here we have the control points created. I switch to selecting points. I cancel this operation, and now like this. I deselect the face selection. I switch to the top view, and for example, I select a few control points with a selection window. And now I press the G key and see what happens when I move these control points. The shape of this face changes, and we can do this by a specific value, or we can do it freely, and in this way we can modify the shape of the face, and we can modify the shape of the solid. Of course, here I selected a few control points, but you can select, for example, 2 points with the Shift key. I activate the move command, and now I can move these points. I click OK, and step by step like this we can introduce modifications and we can modify the solid completely freely. And when it comes to something like this, we can do it based on two faces. I select this face and with the shift key I select this face. We have two faces active and I press shift plus S several times so as to create several control points. Okay. That can be enough. I press escape, I deselect these faces, I switch to the top view, and now I switch to selecting points so that only point selection is active. And with a selection window, I select these points. And here, these points on the lower face should be also selected. Okay, I active the move command, I press the G key, and now I drag this a little upward, and we can also drag it a little to the side, in one direction, in the other direction, and the points that were selected at the bottom were also moved. I click OK, and in this way we created something like this. And as you can see, it works quite nicely in Plasticity. For me, it is first a bit of curiosity. Second, it increases the possibilities of creating parts. Usually I create parts with regular shapes with precise dimensions, and from time to time I do need to create a part with shapes that are not entirely regular, and using Plasticity for this purpose really makes things much easier. And okay, this was a short curiosity, short information, a short demonstration of the possibilities of using Plasticity. We will finish here. Thanks for watching and please subscribe to this channel.